way in boosting the morale of the police and further enhance their capacity to fight crime and combat criminality.
Is making an audacious statement today and issuing a red card to all criminals and criminally minded people.
In the center of excellence, Lagos State, the President, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give a formal welcome at this event this afternoon, there is no better person than the Deputy Governor of this great state. Please could you welcome to the microphone, Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadiri Obafemi Hamzat.
Staffs here present, the service chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, the Honorary Speaker, House of Assembly, Lagos State, Right Honorable Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, members of the House of Assembly are present, our Royal Father, Oba of Lagos, His Royal Majesty Oba Rilwan Aremu Akiolu, the Head of Service of Lagos State, the Chief of Staff to the Governor of Lagos State, members of the State Executive Council, Chairmen of various statutory commissions, members of bodies of permanent secretaries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I say good afternoon to every one of us, securing the citizens of our state. It is also a step towards fulfilling the team's agenda of Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, whereby the S actually stands for security and governance, and also in line with the overriding essence of governance, which is to promote the security and welfare of citizens. This also demonstrates our administration's support to Mr. President to complement the security architecture of our country. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, what we are witnessing today is one in a series of the efforts of this administration led by Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu to enhance again the capability of our security agencies in doing their jobs. Successive administrations in Lagos State have always accorded priority attention to issues of security, critical role it plays in the socio-economic development of our nation. Let me assure you, Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that the Sanwo-Olu-led administration will continue to put the issue of security in the front burner through sustained support for the police and other security agencies in our state. So at this time, I take this opportunity again to welcome Mr. President and other distinguished ladies and gentlemen to this occasion. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, God bless Lagos State, and God bless every one of us. Thank you very much.
Please can we applaud more resoundingly Mr. Deputy Governor, Dr. Kadiri Obafemi Hamzat. Thank you very much. We will be moving on to Goodwill messages.
I will invite the Chairman, Lagos State Security Trust Fund, Mr. Kehinde Durosimieti. A round of applause for him, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President and Governor of Lagos State, all protocols observed. I feel highly honored to deliver a goodwill message at this very auspicious occasion to hand over patrol vehicles and various security equipment to security agencies in Lagos State in order to enable them carry out their statutory responsibility of protecting the lives and property of the residents of Lagos State. It is particularly delightful to have Your Excellency, Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces in our midst to witness another show of support by the government and good people of Lagos State to the security agencies operating in the state. Security is the single most important function of government, which guarantees the continued existence of man and provides freedom for people to engage in legitimate activities, whether social, political, or economic. Here in Lagos, we have continued to support our government to improve the security architecture of the state, even in the face of harsh economic realities, because of the correlation between security and development. It is therefore in furtherance of the improvement of security that we have gathered here again today. As Mr. President must be aware, the Lagos State Security Trust Fund is a public-private partnership which sources for resources to intervene in critical areas of need of security agencies. This is a vehicle through which state government institutions partner with private organizations and individuals to provide vital support to security agencies, which are mostly federal institutions. It is pertinent to state that this model has been in existence in Lagos for over 13 years, and it is the origin of the federal government's Police Trust Fund. But the fundamental difference is that donations to the Lagos State Trust Fund are totally voluntary. This point emphasizes the disposition of Lagosians to security agencies in the state and a firm understanding that the prosperity of business and commercial activities cannot be achieved without ample security. While a lot of us from the private sector continue to support security agencies, we are very concerned about the current security challenges in the country, and we look forward to their quick resolution, the state of which has made today possible. We are indeed very grateful, and I would like to use this medium to encourage those that have not joined this train to come on board, as it is in our collective self-interest. Quite candidly, it is our expectation that our security agencies will put this equipment to judicious use, and they count on our continuous support as long as the federal government will show appreciation by at least matching out contributions to federal security agencies in Lagos State. This, we believe, can be easily achieved when the Police Trust Fund commences its activities. We are very grateful to the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for his forthright and courageous leadership in confronting the numerous challenges in Lagos. May you find solace in the support of the people of Lagos. Your Excellency, Mr. President, let me welcome you again to the state of aquatic splendor, a cosmopolitan city, which is the commercial nerve center of Nigeria, with a vision of being the most secure and most profitable commercial hub in Africa. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, Your Excellency, the Speaker, Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and that of Ogun State, members of the National Assembly present here, members of the State House of Assembly, Royal Fathers present, the ministers, Minister of Defense particularly, Royal Fathers, members of the Lagos State Executive Council, service commanders, senior police officers, heads of military and paramilitary organizations present here, all other protocols duly observed. On behalf of the entire officers of the Nigeria Police Force, particularly officers of Lagos State Police Command and other benefiting agencies, I want to sincerely thank the government and people of Lagos State, especially the security-conscious governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, for his game-changing and historic donations. The donation, which covers important security and policing equipment, is coming at the right time and well, certainly when the police and other security agencies need help. The state government has continued to provide unique and innovative models for funding and supporting security operations in the state. It is our hope that other state governments will key into some of these initiatives. I am particularly grateful to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a man of uncommon vision and passion, for personally coming to witness and give his fatherly blessing to this event. I want to assure Mr. President, as well as the Governor, and all the people of Lagos State that the MPF and other beneficiaries of this donation of these equipments and tools will be put into judicious use effectively and efficiently in advancing the collective safety of Lagosians and Nigerians in general. Once again, I thank you all as I restate our loyalty, commitment, and determination to reclaim all public spaces from the hands of hoodlums and continue to work with all stakeholders in strengthening security and public safety. I rest also.
Thank you very much, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba. The President of the Federal Republic, a game changer and a visionary man, a very passionate person. I'm talking about the Governor of Lagos State, will be giving a keynote address at this event. Please welcome to the microphone the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you very much. The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, the Right Honorable Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, the son of the soil, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, my brother Governor, Executive Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, honorable members of the National Assembly here present, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, my brother and my partner, Dr. Kadri Opafemi Hamzat, the Honorable Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiro Pasa, and other members of this great House of Assembly, the Chief Judge of the Lagos State, Justice Kazim Aloba, ably represented by the Chief Registrar, Mrs. Okunuga, Inspector General of Police, Inspector Baba Usman Alkali, thank you very, very much. You've been here since yesterday. Thank you very much, sir. Our traditional ruler, especially His Royal Majesty Oba of Lagos, Obari I, Aremu Akiolu, members of the State Executive Council here present in large number, service commanders and other heads of military and paramilitary agencies that are here, chairmen of local government and LCDs that are here, the chairman of APC Caretaker Committee, Honorable Tunde Balogun, and other party faithfuls, especially members of our GAC. I think I can recognize and acknowledge members of the Federal Executive Council. Sorry, mixed it up. The chairman and other board members of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, captains of industry, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Let me again welcome His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari to the Center of Excellence. Let me again welcome you to the state of aquatic splendor, to the largest economy in the whole of Africa as a state, to the states that when it catches cold, the entire country goes into a reverse gear, to the state where everything starts and happens in terms of commerce, in terms of economy, in terms of development in your country. To welcome you to the Center of Excellence. We're extremely delighted to have His Excellency here with us today to commission a series of landmark projects in transportation and security. The Lagos Ibadan rail line, apart from its obvious importance to the national economy, is one of the most momentous investments that any federal government in the history of Nigeria has ever had in Lagos State. We have always been a strong believer in the principle of government working together for the benefit of its people. Security is one such area that requires active and continuing collaboration across all tiers of government. Lagos State is very proud to have pioneered the establishment of the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, a model that has since gone on to be replicated in several other states in our country. The idea of a security trust fund is simply to mobilize private sector financing and support to equip our law enforcement and security agencies in terms of equipment, logistics, and welfare. In the almost 14 years since it was established, the fund has committed substantial resources to making Lagos the safest, most secure, and most prosperous commercial location in the whole of Africa. Today, Mr. President, we're handing over the following brand new crime-fighting equipment to the Lagos Police Command and other security operatives. We're handing over 150 double-cabin vehicles, 30 saloon patrol vehicles, 1,000 bulletproof vests, 1,000 ballistic helmets. We're handing over 1,000 handheld police walkie-talkie and radio. We're handing over 200 security patrol bikes. We're handing over 5 armored personnel carriers. We're handing 4 high-capacity troop carriers. We're handing over 2 riot water cannon, which we got the support from the IGP in Abuja. And we're also handing over other command furniture and other accessories that will be used in the office for our various security operatives. We're handing over this equipment as our own way of assisting both the Nigerian police force to rebuild the violence and the destruction that followed the unfortunate incidents that we saw last October. As you know, police personnel and infrastructure were significantly impacted by this incident. Since then, the state has been feeling the negative effects, a rising wave of criminal activity by persons who clearly seeking to take advantage of our seemingly vulnerability. Your Excellency, Mr. President, distinguished guests, no society can survive without a motivated and well-equipped police force. Hoodlums and criminals know this, hence the relentless attack on police installations nationwide. It is our responsibility as a government to ensure that their nefarious aims are not achieved. They seek to demoralize us and destabilize the police and other law enforcement agents. But we will continue to boldly proclaim, not on our own watch will this happen. We're determined to provide to police all the support they require by way of additional equipment and logistics. We will also ensure we continue to salute and celebrate the courage and the dedication of our police officers who, in the face of many challenges, daily put their lives on the line to secure our streets, our neighborhood, and our various communities. And we will continue to brainstorm and advocate on the ways to best achieve the kind of national policing architecture that will most effectively and efficiently serve a large and diverse country such as ours. We're determined to stabilize the security situation in Lagos as our own contribution towards a lasting national security architecture. In adding to these ongoing donations of equipment to the police and other security agencies, Lagos State is also investing in cutting-edge security technology in line with the pillars of our governing agenda, which seeks to transform Lagos into a 21st century economy. We believe that the Lagos of the 21st century, where Lagosians should come to take CCTV cameras for granted. Mr. President, we're currently installing almost 2,000 high-definition cameras, CCTV cameras in your state. We've done over 160 as we speak, and this is connected with our statewide fiber optics network. In addition to this, we're equipping our law enforcement personnel in the state with body cameras to improve accountability in the delivery of law enforcement functions and to build a public trust and confidence for our citizens. Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our ambition to deliver a 21st century megacity has been somewhat impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, which occasioned a global lockdown all last year, as well as the slowdown of the economy amidst what we had now seen to be one of the worst viral diseases outbreak in almost a century. Lagos State, being the epicenter of that outbreak in Nigeria, was not spared and we're only just starting to recover from the economic effect of the lockdown occasioned by this pandemic. We are, however, extremely grateful for all the support Mr. President has extended to us in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. I think Mr. President deserves a round of applause now. You have supported us in building infrastructure. We've moved our culture and tourism, as well as continue to rebuild our economy. There's a Yoruba proverb that says that anybody that demonstrates gratefulness for yesterday's kindness will surely receive more. I wish I can translate that to you, Mr. President, in Yoruba, but it's gratifying and heartwarming that we want to thank you for what you have done for us and what we are assured that you are still planning to do for us. As the nation's largest subnational economy, most populous state, and the state with the smallest landmark, we occupy a very unique position in our country. And it is in this vein that we make passionate requests for you to grant Lagos a special economic status. We believe this status will improve our efficiency at managing some of the infrastructure that service the national economy. And as every investment in infrastructure of Lagos is an investment that will ensure a rapid development growth in Nigeria. Coming back to the reasons why we're here today, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to report that the Lagos State government, in conjunction with our various local governments, has expanded our numerous resources on crime-fighting equipment and other apparatus being handed over here today. I want to urge the Nigerian police to do everything in their power to ensure that these assets are handled with care and a sense of true ownership and responsibility, so that we can last for as long as possible and maximally deliver the intended outcomes, which is to sustain security challenges in Lagos State. Let me also use this opportunity to sound a note of warning to all criminals who are operating in Lagos State or planning to operate here. All armed robbers, whatever name you are called, kidnappers, cultists, traffic robbers, bandits, and other criminals, we will leave no stone unturned in making Lagos inhospitable for you. We will find you, we will look for you, wherever you may be lurking, we will bring you down with the full weight of the law on you. I thank all of our very wonderful partners, both across the private and the public sector. The corporate Lagos, non-governmental organizations, our local government, the Security Trust Fund will not exist. Your generosity and the commitment have made the fund a national model for transformational public-private partnership. We're grateful, Mr. President, for this journey, and we hope that other organizations and other states will see this as a new first, and they will join hands and to ensure that resources that we're handing over, they also can do the same. Let me, as I end, once again, thank His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari for gracing us with his presence here today at this event. The President have had to commission two important national assets, the gigantic edifice at the Ebute Metta bus terminal, which is now christened after one of my predecessors, Mobalaji Johnson Terminal, which signaled the startup of the Lagos Ibadan rail corridor. Also, Mr. President went to the ENL terminal, where NIMASA, working with the Federal Minister for Transportation and the Minister for Defense, where they've been able to hand over several first-class equipments, vessels, area surveillance equipment, APCs, and everything that is required for us to keep our joint development zone in the Gulf season, in the Gulf area, to keep it safe. Mr. President, I cannot thank you enough. Nigerians cannot thank you enough. The security operatives cannot thank you enough for the great things you have done for us today. Let me indeed say that you are one in a kind, and it has shown that you are father to all. We do not take your support and generosity for granted. We, the people and government of Lagos State, appreciate you and appreciate your government. I want to thank my brother governor. I always say that I have only two neighbors, the Atlantic Ocean and Ogun State. And you have seen it that we will not allow any criminal to lock in any of our neighbors. The president has helped us to safeguard the Atlantic Ocean by what he has done with NIMASA. And myself and Ogun State will ensure that our own borders are safe and are secure going forward. And the IGP have continued to tell you that we will give nothing on top to continue to support your government. Mr. President, I want to thank you. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody that has been part of today's event. Thank you very much, and it's been an honor to have all of you here. Thank you very much.
Please, can we applaud Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, who just told Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in Yoruba, and I translate. We thank you all. We thank you for all you have done in anticipation for what you will do for us. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Both myself and Kabiyesi and his wife, the area comes out. He has not come out in the last 6 years. It comes out on important occasions. He directs us to bring out one. See, and I'll talk to Kabiyesi to see how we bring out one. So this is that, and we hope that you find space in your office or somewhere in the